how them to connect all. Okay, so evidently I have to pull over to do this video because it keeps going off. So I'm gonna pull over. Hey Renita. Hey girl. So listen, hopefully don't nobody come bother me. So y'all got it on camera, they here. But listen, I have sorry I'm late. First of all, it's your girl, Kimberly Therese will love you first from the inside out, the way God intended. And I just wanted to get on because in this time, if you don't stay consistent, you will fall behind. And I don't plan on falling behind with this because it's people that need this. I need this. I need to continue on with this, even through unprecedented times and, moments. We need to be encouraged. And so today I got a little late because I was in a funk. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. We all get in funks. We all have these moments that we just don't feel like it. And today is my moment. There's been so much going on. But we'll just say it. We'll just leave it like that. It's been so much going on, but we have to press forward. We have to move forward in spite of everything that's going on, everything that's happening. We have to move. Now, with that being said, today's topic is, Lord Jesus help me. Today's topic is, make sure I get it right, is are you in your let go season? What does that mean, Kim? Like, are you in a season where you just have to let some things go? Like, people, places, things. Because when you're in that season, you have to choose, you have to pray, you have to seek, and you have to move. And I'm learning to do it all in once. I'm learning to hold on to that which is good, that which is true, that which is for me. And you'll be able to know, like, what is for you. You'll be able to know what is, not for you when your season is up. So that's why I asked the question, are you in your let go season? People that come, they might care for you and they might not. So I'm going to just show y'all what I read because I had to write some things down. Sometimes you go through some things, and in your going through season, you have to also learn how to let go in that same season. So what I wrote down was people that you care for, but they may not feel the same way. Is it time to let it go? People that stunt your growth and you don't realize it until you realize it. Are you in that season? It's time to let some things go. People that mean you no good. Is that your season to let it go? And so those are the things that I look at for as people. Places. Are you in a place, have you been in a place that don't profit you? It's time to let it go. Are you in a place where you would like to hold on to, but it's not necessarily for you? It's time to let it go. Places you are at, you have been, you can't move on from. It's time to let it go. Sometimes it's a state of mind. Are you in that let go season? Things that you've been holding on to and you need to let go. Things that have kept you bound and it's drowning you. It's time to let it go. Things that you cherish and will pivot you into the next stage if you let it go. Are you in your let go seasons? And those are like battles. Like, those are battles that you're in. But we have to realize that we are fighting a losing battle if we fighting it without the Lord. Because the Bible clearly states, let the Lord fight your battles. Now, with that being said, we need to realize we're all in a war. We're in a war that we have to get ready for the battle, because God is going to show us how to arm ourselves likewise. He's going to show us how to mount up like eagles so we can soar even in battle. Like, he's going to give us that strength we need during those times. I'm trying to see if this light will help me. But even in that, it's time to let go and prepare ourselves for the next stage. Everything that's going on. I made a post earlier today, I think Bishop Paul Pivot or something, he wrote about how in the beginning of days, the beginning of sorrows, how this stuff gonna transpire, and we're seeing it unfold right before our lives. But not only are we seeing it in the world today, we're seeing the wars like within our mind, our self-esteem, our self-doubt, our self-worth, our self-love. Like those are battles we're fighting as well. And we got to prepare for those battles. We got to prepare. We got to fight those battles, that war in our mind, with the word. Fight that war in our mind with prayer and fasting. And I know a lot of people don't talk about fasting, but fasting is essential. Fasting is essential because it gives you strength. When you bury yourself in the word, when you bury yourself in fasting, when you bury yourself in prayer, and it gives you strength. You draw strength from the wells of salvation, your salvation, the salvation that you have taken on. Are you in your let go season? Even in the economy, money, we can't buy this, we can't buy that. We have wants, we have desires. We can't live in abundance because of systems that are set in place. I remember it saying that, when the mark of the beast come, you can't buy this and you can't buy that. Guess what? Without credit, there's certain things you can't buy. Maybe we got the mark of the beast wrong. Maybe. I'm not saying that credit is the mark of the beast. I'm just saying that if you notice, we can't do nothing without good credit. We can't do nothing. We got to build it up. We got to pour into. We got to spend money that, we got to readjust our budgets. We have to readjust everything that, that makes us comfortable. And we got to go and make ourselves pour into the credit, pour into this. You can't buy, you can't sell, you can't do this without credit. That's something to think about. Are we in our last days? Is that the mark of the beast? Or is that just something that is setting us up for the mark of the beast? So those are things that would weigh us down. Those are things that would cause us to rethink and revamp, and it's a war. It's a war on financial stability. Then you got family and friends. You have, everybody always in competition. You got, where you're discovering who everybody is, and if you're ready to accept them, flaws and all, not looking at their imperfected side as something that would bring you closer. Everybody is mad at everything. Something happened. It's gonna rain. Something happened in the family. Something that was said. Something that was done, and you don't know how to move on from it. You don't know how to, adjust and adapt. And so those are things that, we look at. And no, I don't have on my makeup today. I didn't even bother, and it's okay. I'm okay with that. I love me. So that's all that matters. But anyway, those are things that we look at, and like family is torn apart because of finances, because of this or because of that. And we have to learn how to choose. Like people always say, choose your battle. No, you better give it to the Lord. Give it to the Lord, because he's going to fight. He's going to pull you through. He's going to pull you out. And if y'all are commenting, like I said before, Facebook won't let you be great. And, you have things that's going on that might not be able to, I might not be able to see y'all comments until after everything's done. But even with family and friends and associates, how we get involved with each other, but yet and still, when it don't go the way we think it should go, or it don't happen the way we think it should happen, then, we break ties, we sever ties instead of talking it out and working it out. And those are the things that is causing such a divide, not only amongst our people, but amongst the people of God, amongst the world, where, you separate church from state, and, it's just so much going on, and people don't understand the times that we are living in. But if we get a clear understanding, then we'll be able to adapt and adjust, even in our lives, even in our beings, even from within. We'll adjust, and we will not be so quick to hold grudges. We won't be so quick to have an offense. So what is your offense against? Are you in your let go season? Let go of the issues of life. Let go of the trials and tribulations. Even if you have to seek professional help, even if you have to seek coaching, someone to coach you out of it and coach you through and show you. I've had to do it, and people coached me and I ain't even know they was coaching me, because they seen the potential that's in me. And I thank God for those people that God had put in my life to see me through and to work with me and work out those things that I was holding in. So when I see stuff, it might bother me momentarily. But I'm equipped and I'm standing on a sure foundation that when it does bother me, I know who to run to the rock that's higher than I, that can work those things out of me that I need to come out that will be a hindrance to me. I don't plan on staying in the state that I'm in if I'm in a state that will hinder me. Are you in your let go season? Because I've learned that my season of let go is a continuation. And I mean by that because it's some seasons when I can endure some things, and it's some season when I can just say, oh, I ain't studying it. And there's some season and I be like, why in the world are they acting like that? Why are they doing it? Can they not see? I meant them well. Can they not see that this thing is finna hurt them? I've been there. I know. So those are the things that, as a people, not only as a people of color, but a people of generation, a people of a city, a people of Christ, a people of community. Those are the things that already God just threw these things on. Because I didn't want to get on live with my little, I would have really been looking a mess because I ain't put no makeup on except that. Thank you, sugar. But even in community, like, let me say, because I didn't finish, like, even with work, like, we're in a war at work, like, where some are excelling when we should be excelling, and we're putting in the work, we're doing everything we can, and we're not excelling, and other people are advancing, it's hard to stay consistent. It's hard to, when no one else sees, when nobody else is staying consistent, but you're staying consistent, but everybody else getting props and everybody else getting praise, and you the one working hard. You're working the hardest. Being able to be free to work and without being micromanaged or overlooked. Are you in that war? Because those are wars that you battle with. For y'all that just missed out what I was talking about earlier, we're talking about a war that we're in, like, mentally, a war that we're in financially, a war that we're in with family and friends, a war with working in our job. Those are things that, we constantly battle with. But are you in your let go season? Is it time to move on from certain things? Is it time to move on from where you're at to get where you're going? God is trying to pivot us into a different dimension, even with what's going on around us. Like, I've been in this little funk these last few days where I felt the need to get away, but under certain circumstances, I ain't been able to get away. And it's okay, because now I got to regroup mentally. I got to regroup in every area of my life, with the community. Like, we see devastation, we see fighting, we see conflict, we see discord, we see anger, we see strife, we see all this. We see people coming against the fact that this man got, murdered, by people that's supposed to protect and serve. We're seeing the discord, we're seeing the battles, we're seeing the war, we're seeing all this stuff unfold. But are you in your let go season? Meaning, is it some things that you just can't watch, some things that you can't endure? People talk about the video. I can't watch the video because the pictures alone do something to me. It puts me in a state of, I can't breathe. And so when it puts me there, then I got to detach and disconnect and move away from it. And that's with every area. I can't allow things that's not going well around me to be a burden to me. But I take it and I put it on the burden burden of the Lord, because we have to have that strength that draw from the wells of salvation, like I said before. And these are things, all these things that I name are things that we have to choose to let go when our spirit is grieved. when our spirit is dysfunctional in a sense. No longer taking on the cares of the world, even when it breaks us, our hearts, we have to choose to let go, because it'll be overwhelming. It'll be too much. We got to hold fast to wisdom. We got to, because it will keep us when we're going toward our own destruction. Those are things that, we continue to pray about. Those are things that we continue to seek God about and allow God to direct us in the way we should go. Knowing that in the end, we'll be better for the situations that arise. Even with, the different things that's going on, even with the protests. I don't go to it, but I'm praying for everybody that's involved, because it's good that we're doing it. But I pray for their safety. I pray for the upset of everything. And I just pray that you continually, that God continually move, that we can have a voice and make a difference in love and in peace. Because that's all we want is peace. We need that peace to walk out, to stand out, to be heard, and to be free. Are you in your let go season? It's your girl, Kim Therese, will love you first from the inside out. The way God intended, where I teach you how to find the beauty inside of your imperfections by breaking up the fallow ground on your heart, letting go of that which is holding you, and being free in your mind, that you can give glory, honor, and praise to the one and true God the way He intended. Reach out to me. Let me know how I can help you. Inbox me. I'll send you information that's needed to move forward in it. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer.